Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number one. Yes, day number one. This has to be week 15, fall 2024 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. So I'm going to head up and everything so we could get started. Some persons who are still unmuted, I'm going to unmute you. So let's start. All right, so today is, well, my name is Mr. Patil. Today is Monday, the 9th of December, 2024. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And the topic is, we're going to be looking at mathematical terminology. So understanding basic mathematical terminology. Understanding basic mathematical terminology. Now, first we're going to start off with someone mic is on. Lavender? That's Lavender. Lavender, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Your mic is on. I mean, it was not unmuted.
Sorry.
What are you watching in the back there?
Oh, I cut it off.
Okay. All right. So the first thing is a sum. What do we mean by a sum?
The answer for addition.
Very good. So the sum is the result or the answer. Let's say the answer that you get after a what? After an addition problem, right? Simply put, right? That's what we mean by a sum. Do we all agree with that? You all familiar with that, right? That word sum.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then we have the difference. What does the difference mean?
The answer you get after a subtraction problem.
Very good. So the difference is going to be the answer that you get after a subtraction problem. And then we have, let me know if you're writing this down, please. Let me know if you're writing this down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And then we have, so we have sum, difference. We also have product. What is meant by the product?
The answer from
multiplication
After find a number.
Very good. The answer that you get after what?
multiplication problem.
After multiplication problem. Very good. So I mean by the product, right? That's the answer that you get after a multiplication problem. So we have sum, difference, product, and then the last thing is
Quotient.
quotient. What is the quotient?
The answer you get after a division problem.
Very good. So the answer that you get after a division problem.
After doing it.
And then we have a remainder. What do you mean by remainder?
What's left from a division problem?
Very good.
Oh, what's left?
Say it again.
I said, what's left out.
So what's left? So what's left after a division problem is completed and the quotient is obtained. Okay, so we have sum, difference, product, quotient, and remainder. So those are the 5 mathematical terminology that we're going to be looking at today. Ajani, where's Ajani? Where's Ajani?
Yes.
Read to me the definition of sum, difference, and product.
Sum, the answer that you get after an addition problem. Difference, the answer that you get after a subtraction problem. 3. Product, the answer that you get after a multiplication problem.
And then read remainder for me, please.
Remainder, what's left after a division problem is completed and the quotient is obtained.
Very good.
Number 3, it says you're, not you.
Thank you. The answer that you get. Thank you. All right, so let's start off with our first example. I'll call this example. So let me put this on this side. Obtained. So I'm gonna put this on this side, and then we're gonna do our first example with this. Cleveland, can you read the 5 terminologies that we have, the 5 keywords that we have? Herman, I mean not Herman, Cleveland.
Yes, sir. Number 1, sum, the answer that you will get after a addition problem. Number 2, difference, the answer that you get after a subtraction problem. Number 3, product, the answer that you get after a multiplication problem. Number 4,
Quotient.
the quotient, the answer that you get after a division problem. Number
good.
5, reminder.
Remainder.
Remainder, what's left after a division problem is completed and the quotation is
Quotient.
obtained.
Quotient. And the quotient.
The quotient is obtained.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So let's do this example. So this example says calculate the product of the difference. Calculate the product of the difference between 401 and 378 and 378 and the quotient of 51 and 17. Again, it says calculate the product of the difference between 408 and 378, 401 and 378, and the quotient of 51 and 17. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the chat just so you all have opportunity to try it before I go ahead and do it. Okay. Tatiana, are you writing this down? Where's Tatiana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it says calculate the product of the difference between 408 and 7 and between 401 and 378 and the quotient of 51 and 17. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Y'all have any idea of how we're gonna do that? It says calculate the product of the difference between 401 and 378 and the quotient of 51 and 17. What's the first thing we're gonna do for this one? Anyone?
Subtract.
Subtract what?
401 and the 378.
Okay. So we're gonna subtract, and then after that, what we're gonna do?
Divide.
51 and 17.
Divide 51 and 17, and then we'll be finished?
No, sir.
No, what we do after that?
The answer what you get for when you take away 401 from 378
Uh-huh.
to the answer what you get for divide 51 and 17. You have to subtract it.
You have to subtract it? Really? Okay. Anyone else want to help him?
The answer you get for the difference of 401 minus 378, and the quotient you get from 51 divided by 70, and you multiply those two together.
So you think we're gonna multiply them?
After you get those answers, yes, sir.
Why would we multiply them?
It says calculate the product of the
Okay.
difference between 401 and 378, and the quotient of 51 divided by 17.
Okay. Do y'all agree with her? She's saying, find the difference, find the quotient, and then multiply them. Do we agree with that, or?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you agree with that?
I think so.
You think so? Okay. All right, so let's find the difference then. Okay, so difference. What do we say difference is? Difference is what? What is the
Subtract.
difference? The difference is the what?
Multiplication?
No, the difference
No,
is
no.
what? What is
Subtraction.
difference
Fraction,
is-
my God.
difference is what? Subtraction. So the difference is going to be what? Between what? 401 and what?
378.
378. So we're gonna subtract, right? So when we do the difference, it's going to be we have to subtract, right? So that means that we have let's subtract. It's gonna be 378. I'm sorry, 401. So rather 401 minus 378. One minus 8 is what? Can't do that, right? So it's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 10.
Then it could be 9. Then you put
9.
11.
11. 11 minus 8 is what?
3.
3. Very good. 9 minus 7 is
2.
2. Very good. And 3 minus 3, well, that's
0.
0. So the answer for the difference is gonna be what?
23.
23. All right, so we finished, right?
No.
No.
Based on 51 and 17.
Excuse me, Mr. T, when you finish, you could put the rest back, please.
You still need that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone else still need the notes for this?
Me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so y'all wasn't finished with that? Okay, so let me see how I guess way I can keep it on the screen.
It's super deep.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep that on the screen, but I'm gonna put this above. All right, so yeah, for those who are still writing that, y'all good. Y'all good, I'm still have it out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem. So let me do the difference again. So the difference is subtraction. So it's gonna be 401 minus 378 all over 1 minus 8. We can't do that, so it's gonna be subtract from 4. It's gonna be 3 minus 3. This is gonna be 10. We move this, it's gonna be what? 9. And this is what? 11. 11 minus 8 is what? 8, 9, 10, 11. That's going to be what? 3. 9 minus 7 is 2. And so 3 minus 3 is 0. So that's going to be 23 right there. So this right here is just going to be 23. All right, what else we have to do after we already find the difference? What else we have to do?
The answer that you got
Well, no,
You have to
51
divide the 51 and 17.
Very good. What do we call that? What are we
The
trying to find?
quotient.
The quotient. Very good. The quotient. So the quotient is going to be quotient. Where's Tatiana? Tatiana, are you there? Tatiana, can you hear me? Where's Tatiana?
Yes, I get you.
Say it again.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay. Do you understand what we're doing?
Not really.
Not really.
No, sir.
Do you know what I mean by difference?
Yes, sir.
So the difference, they said that in the question, they said that calculate the product of the difference between 4, 1, and 378. That's why we subtract those two. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
And we get 23, right? Now we're gonna find the quotient. The quotient is what, Tatiana? What is the quotient? What does that mean?
The answer after you divide.
Good. So we're gonna divide 51 by 17. When y'all divide them, what y'all get? 51 divided by 17. What did y'all get? When y'all divide, what you got?
3.
3?
Yes, sir.
Who's that speaking?
Ethan.
Ethan? Okay. 51 divided by 3 is what? One divided by 3 is not 3, sorry. It's 17.
Mr. Badi,
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand too long because I have to study for my exams tomorrow.
Okay. So we have 17 goes into 51.
3 times.
So 17 divided by 51. 17 goes into 51 3 times. 17 times 3 is what? 17 times 3 is 51. 51 minus 51 is what?
0.
0. 0. And so that means that the answer here is going to be 3. Okay, so we found the difference. We found the quotient. I think we're finished now, right? Are we done? Are we completed?
No, sir. No, sir.
What do you mean we're not completed? We already found the difference. We already found the quotient.
Now we have
times it.
Now we have to do what?
multiply 23 by 3.
Very good. So the answer we got for the difference, which is 23, and the answer we got for the quotient, which is 3, we have to do what?
Multiply.
We have to multiply them. So that's going to be in red. I'll put this in red. So it's going to be, let me just use a green because it's too close though. What y'all get when y'all final answer anyway?
69.
69.
Say it again.
69.
69. Okay. 23 multiplied by
69.
69, 23 multiplied by 3. Going to be equal to. So we have 23 multiplied by 3.
69, man.
All right. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6.
6.
Which is going to be 69. 69. All right. All right. Do you all understand this? You all understand how we got 69? Let me know,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
but
that's
how do we get to like the product part?
How do we get to the product? So we took 23, the answer we got for the difference, and the answer that we got for the quotient. We took those two and we multiplied them. That's how we got 69.
Okay, that I understand, but like, would it be multiplication for every problem you have like that, or would it change up?
Well, you have to read the question. The question says it exactly what you're supposed to. It says,
Oh, now I see you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
no problem. The question says calculate the product.
I
Calculate the
think I
product.
understand.
Yeah. It says calculate the product. Product means what?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So calculate the product of the difference between 401 and 378 and the quotient of 51 and 17. So once you found the difference, that's the first thing you do. Then you find the quotient. The second thing that you do, and then you find the product, which is the multiplication of your two answers. Let me know if you all understand this, please, so far, before we go on to the,
Yes, sir.
do we need another example or we can go straight into the grade exercise?
Another
Okay,
example.
guys.
I need another example, please.
Another example.
Mr.
Another
Batik,
example.
when again will we need graph paper?
Um,
Except next year.
you have them already?
I was gonna ask my brother for some.
Okay. We're not doing it today for sure. We're not doing it today. Okay, so let's do another example. Before we
Yes,
move
sir,
on to
thank
the
you.
before we move on to the example, I need y'all to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. So before we go on to another example, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Batik.
Go ahead, Antoine.
My mommy asked when class ended. Like,
Oh, class ends next week. Next week is the last week of classes. So that's the last week. Let me break for the Christmas.
This gonna be disturbing my break.
Yeah, one more week. This is the 15th week, and then we have 16 weeks. So one more week, and then be done until January. Okay, so take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me know if y'all understand this though. Let me know if y'all understand this so far. Antoine, do you understand this? Where's Antoine?
yes, sir.
Okay. Destiny Taylor, do you understand this? Destiny Taylor, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Sashnik, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Miss Morris, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Xavier, you sent the notes yet?
Yes, sir.
Xavier, you haven't been coming to class like that.
Yes, sir. I've been coming to class.
I mean on Sundays.
No, sir.
No, you can't make it, eh?
No, sir.
Okay. Tatiana, where's Tatiana? Ready? Have this written down?
Yes, sir.
Malaya, May, do you understand this? Malaya,
Yes, sir.
do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Did you send me the workers yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the rest of you, please send me the work. Malicio and Vincent. Where's Malicio and Vincent? Malicio and
Yes, sir.
Vincent. Are y'all on your phones or y'all actually paying attention?
I'm paying attention. 100%.
You sure you're paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Because
I'll
on the,
come. Work it down.
because on Sunday you couldn't round. And we did rounding.
I just forgot that the
No,
zero.
you couldn't round on Sunday and we did it all week. So make sure pay attention. You and Vincent. Do y'all understand me? Hello, do y'all understand me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Make sure pay attention. So y'all send the work as yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So let's do another one. So let's do another one, another example. Example, we call this example number 2 before the grade exercise. Example number 2. Calculate the, basically calculate the product. Calculate the product of the difference between 503 and 487. And the quotient and the quotient of 72 and 18. Because let's do that. Calculate the product of the difference between 503 and 487 and the quotient of 72 and 18. Okay, so for something like this, what we're gonna do? What's the first thing that we're gonna do?
Look for the difference.
Look for the
Difference.
find the difference, right? Now, when we say difference, what do we mean?
Subtraction.
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Akira, do you understand this? I'm doing it another time. So if you don't understand this, then I get if you didn't understand the first one, I'm doing it again. But I saw your message in the chat. So the first thing we're gonna do the difference. The difference is what? The difference. What do we mean by the difference?
To subtract.
Difference means subtraction. When y'all subtract them, what y'all got? It's 503.
16.
We're gonna subtract 503 and what? 487. 487. 487. And when y'all subtract them, what y'all got?
16.
16?
16.
16. Okay. So we have, so I need to subtract them. Let's subtract them. So it's gonna be 503. 503 minus 487. 487. So let's subtract this. And so we have, well, the first thing that we're gonna do is we have 3 minus 7. We can't do that, right? So we have to borrow all the way to the 5. This becomes what? 4, right? This is 10. 10 minus 8. Can't do that. This becomes what? 9. This is 13. 13 minus 7 is what? 13 minus 7 is what?
6.
6. 9 minus 8 is what?
1.
1. And 4 minus 4 is 0.
0.
So it's going to be equal to what? Equal to what? 16. What do you mean by the difference? Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so we have the difference. Now we need to find out what? The
Quotient.
Quotient.
quotient. Quotient. So quotient, we have to do what to find the quotient?
Divide.
The divide. So let's use orange for this.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to divide with the 2 digits to the side.
You don't know. Well, okay. So the thing is that none of us here know our 18 timetables. So the way how you do it is you have to try it with. You have to do like, okay, what is 72 times 1? 72 times 1 is,
72.
sorry, not 72, sorry, you have to do 18. So let me show you. For those of you who don't know how to divide by 2-digit numbers, let me show you. So it's a process that you have to try out. Okay, so you just, none of us know it out of our head. We just have to try it until we find the right number. Okay, so in this case, we say, okay, well, 18 times 1 is what? Gonna be 18. Let's try 18 times 2, because we remember we don't know what it's gonna be. We're gonna try 18 times 2, right? So 18 times 2. And what does 18 times 2 give us? It's gonna be 2 times 8 is what?
16.
16, put the 6 down, put the 1 up. 2 times 1 is what?
2.
Plus 1?
3.
So 36. So
36, right? 36, right?
You have
Because-
20, but it's 30.
Yeah, I would remove that right now. So that's gonna be 3. All right, 36. Good. So clearly 2 is not gonna work, right? So since 2 is not gonna work, we gotta try what? Let's
18
try,
times
3.
let's try 18 times 3. Again, we still don't know if 3 gonna work, but we know 2 ain't gonna work, so let's try 3. All right,
Try 4.
8 times
4 is the answer.
8 times 3 is what?
24.
What's
24.
24, put the 4 down,
Carry the 2.
put the 2 up. 3 times 1 is what?
3.
Plus 2,
5.
5 is gonna be what?
54.
54. So is 54, well, 36 is too small because it's not 72. 54 is also too small. You understand what I mean, Laura?
Yes, sir.
72. So we have to try what?
4.
Let's try 4. Try 4. Again, we don't know our 18 timetable, so we're just trying it. Okay? Until we get to the right one. Unless you know your 18 timetables and then you're a genius. But 4 times 8 is what?
32.
32. Put the 2 down. Put the 3 up. 4 times 1 is?
4.
Plus 3.
7.
72. And voila. You see? We found it. So that means that 18 times what?
18 times 4 is 70.
18 times 4 is going to give us what? 72. But we did not know that at the beginning. We didn't know it was going to be 4. Right? We had to figure that out. Okay? Understand what I mean, Laura?
Yes, sir.
Good. So 18 times 4 give us 72. So that means that our answer here is going to be 4. Okay. So let me move all this stuff. So now that we have 18 times 4, it's gonna be 4. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna do the
product.
The product. Now the product means to do what?
To multiply.
To
16
multiply.
times 4.
So we're gonna multiply 16 by what?
4.
What did y'all get when y'all multiply it?
64.
64.
Anyone else get 64?
I did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's gonna be 16 multiplied by 4. 4 times 6 is what? What is 4 times 6?
24.
24. Put the 4 down, put the 2 up. 4 times 1 is?
4.
Plus 2?
6.
6. Very good. It's going to be 64. And so the answer here is going to be 64. All right. Let me know if you all understand this, please. Let me know if you all understand what I did.
I did.
Understand.
Let me know if
I
you all
remember doing this in grade 6.
Okay, good. Anyone else understand how I got this? Let me know if you understand. Put an I inside the chat if you understand. Put an I inside the chat if you understand. Put an N
understand.
if you do not understand. Put an I inside the chat if you do understand. Put an N if you don't. All right. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need your notes as well. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. Zion Davis, do you understand how we got this? Where's Zion? Zion Davis, do you understand how we got this? Zion Davis, do you understand how I got this? I don't know, I can't hear from Zion. Zion Davis, can you hear me? Okay. Most people understand. Randolph, Bethel, do you understand this? Randolph,
Yes, sir.
are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Did you send any of the notes as yet?
I was gonna send it right now.
Yeah, you have to send in the notes. Nevaeh, do you understand how I got my answer? Nevaeh,
Yes, sir.
do you understand how I got my answer?
Yes, sir.
Tell me how I got my answer, how I got it.
Okay, so first you subtract 503 and 487
Mm-hmm.
and equals to 16.
Good.
Then you multiply every number until you reach like from 1 to 4 until
Mm-hmm.
you get the answer. The quotient
The quotient.
72,
Uh-huh.
the quotient 72, and
Uh-huh.
then you multiply like the answer what you get from the quotient,
Mm-hmm.
which is 4 times 16,
Very good.
and you got your answer.
Very good. With the 64. Very good.
Uh-huh.
Anyone else understand how I got this? Let me know, please. Okay, so we could go into grade exercise now, right? I think we could go into grade exercise. Please take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's move on to the grade exercise. These ones you do by yourself. Graded exercise number 1. I'm only gonna give you 3. I'm not gonna run out, just 3. 3 should be enough. I don't need more than that. So number 1. Calculate the product of the difference between, let's see, 409 and 386. And the quotient of 57 and 19. Number 2, calculate the product of the difference between 506 and 489 and the quotient of 16 and 48. And finally, calculate the product of the difference between 607 and 591 and the product of 17 and 68. Just those 3 that I want you to do inside of your book. Do it by yourself. All right, do it by yourself. Just those 3. Jeremiah Rule, do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Xavier Cooper, do you understand what to do? Xavier Cooper, do you understand what to do? I can't hear you, Xavier Cooper. I really
I can't understand it.
Okay, you can't understand it, Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Um, um,
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Tatiana, you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Tanaya, do you understand this?
Mr. Petit.
Okay, good.
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I just reached, so I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I know. We're doing a great exercise, so you have to attempt them. We're gonna go over them. All right. You have to attempt them. Just try them. But we're gonna go over them very soon. Wait, let me finish. All right. For those who just arrived, please attempt these. And then we're gonna go over it together. No, I can't hear you, Xavier Cooper. I cannot hear you. Simone McKinney, what number you on? Simone McKinney, what number you on? I can't hear from her. Malaya Major, what number you on?
Number 2.
Okay, and Markeo Green, what number you on? Markeo Green, what number you on? Markeo Green, what number you on? Where's Markeo? Malicio and Vincent, what number y'all on?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Alright, I'm number 1.
Okay, Malia DeVoe, what number you on? Malia
I'm
Delaveau.
on number 2.
Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. And then Lindia Moss, what number you on?
I am on number 2, Mr. Petit.
Number 2, good. And then we have Liliana, what number you on?
I'm finished.
You're finished? Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. You ready to that?
No, sir.
Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Lavender Johnson, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3? Okay. Lamar McKenzie, what number you on?
Number 2.
Lamar, have you sent in your work as yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm looking at that.
Okay. And Lavender Johnson, what number you on?
Hello, number 3.
Number 3? All right, anyone else finish? Just like Liliana. Anyone else finish? Yeah, this is finished.
No, I am number 2.
Okay, anyone else finish? Anyone else finish? Where is Logan? Logan, can you hear me? Logan roll. Logan, can you hear me? Anna from Logan. Krizia, what number you on?
I'm done, Mr. Petit. Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, who said they're done just now?
Nevaeh.
Nevaeh. Where's Chloe? Chloe,
I'm here.
do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. And Kanan, what number you on?
Working out number 1.
Why? Why you still on number 1?
I don't know how to answer that question.
You don't know how to answer it? Or you mean that
No,
question?
like I don't
Uh,
I don't know. I don't understand how to answer why I only a number one.
Okay, so you're taking long to do the calculations.
Yes, sir.
All right. Um,
Time completed, Mr. Petit.
all right, good. Cavani Seymour? Cavani.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Is Ivory here? I don't think Ivory here.
I'm done.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Dior, do you know what to do? Or no? Dior, do you know what to do?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your notes as yet, Dior? Where's Dior? I don't see Dior work. Dior, have you sent in your work as yet?
Yes, sir.
You have to send in your notes, Dior. You have to do that. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer these. Because I know many of you are finished, right? So who wants to tell me what number 1?
Me. I can do it.
Go ahead. Don't get it wrong now, Antoine.
Mr. Petit, you trying to style it.
Don't get it wrong. All right. The difference.
Okay, you have to subtract
Uh-huh. Subtract what?
4, 9, and 386.
4, 9, and 386. When you subtract them two, what we get? 409 and 386. What we get? What y'all got, by the way? What you got,
23.
23.
I mean, Antoine.
23.
23, good. The rest of y'all got 23 too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And the quotient, what do I get for the quotient?
Yes, sir.
90,
3.
3.
3.
Antoine, did you get 3 as well?
Yes, sir.
Got 3, okay. So 37 divided by 19 is going to be what? 3.
3.
Okay, so we find the difference, which is subtraction, and we have the quotient, which is division. And then we have to do what?
The product.
The product.
Multiply them.
Okay, so go ahead, Antoine, tell me what you multiply.
You multiply 23 times 3.
23 times 3. Why does this feel like question, the first original question that we had? 23 and 3, what do we get?
69. You get the same answer.
The same answer. I didn't even realize that. Okay, cool. Yes, Crimson. Okay. Anyone got 69 for their first one? Let me know if you got that.
I did.
I did.
Excellent.
I did.
Very good. All right.
But you see I get it wrong.
I did.
I noticed with a lot of help, you did not get it wrong.
What you mean, bro? My mic sometimes just don't want think I'm fast.
Okay. Very good. You got it right. Anyone else got it right besides Antoine? Very good, Antoine.
I did. I did.
Okay.
I did.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good.
I did.
Good.
The Petit, you spelled product wrong. You put produce.
I did put produce. Oh, wow. All right. Okay, next. Who wanna be with number 2?
Not me, because I ain't even reached the number 2.
I could do it.
Alora, you said you reached the number 2 already?
No, so I just finished the number
Okay.
right now.
Go ahead to Miss Morris.
I finish all.
Okay, the difference is
Mhm.
506 take away 489.
506 minus 489. What do we get?
So 17.
506 minus Oh, 506
Yes.
minus 489. It's 17, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did anyone else get 17 for the
I
first one?
did.
I did.
Good.
I did. Sorry.
Good. Then we have to do the what?
The quotation.
The quotient. And then the quotient is going to be what?
48 divided by 16.
48 divided by 16.
When you get to
48.
3.
48 divided by 16. And that gives us what?
3.
3. Yes, 3 is correct. And we have to find the produce.
And the produce.
I mean, I'm sorry,
is
the
7.
product. The product. I meant to say that.
product.
And the product is 17
times 3.
17 times 3. 17 multiplied by 3, which gives us what?
51.
Which gives us 51. Anyone else got 51? Let me
I
know,
did.
please.
I did.
Anyone else
I
got
did.
51? Excellent. So 51 is correct. And then number 3. You have to find Lamar, help me with number 3, please. Lamar, number 3.
Yes, sir.
Help me with number 3, please.
First, you could try get the difference, which is 607. Take away 581, right? And then you can get 26.
So 607 minus 581. That gives us what?
26.
So when we subtract them two, we get 26, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. And did anyone else get 26? Did anyone else get 26?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't get food yet.
You didn't get that part yet? Okay.
I did.
26. Good. And then we have to find the
Quotient.
quotient, which is going to be what?
4.
68
68 divided by 17 is 4.
divided by 17. 68 divided by 68 divided by 17 gives us 4. And then we have the quotient, then we have the difference, the quotient, the product. Very good. The product.
Then it's gonna be
The product
20,
is going to be what?
26 times 4, 104.
26 multiplied by what?
4
Divided by 4. That gives
equal
us what?
104.
104. Very good. 104. And that's the final answer. Did anyone else get that right? Let me know, please.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, sir.
Anyone got all right? 3 out of 3?
Yeah. 3 out of 3.
I did.
I did.
The 3 times 17, you get 51. It's supposed to be 57.
Do it again.
I got all right.
Do it again in your calculator. 17 times 3.
Oh, sorry, I got it.
You got it? Okay, good. All right. Anyone else got all right? Let me know if you got all right.
I
Yes,
did.
I got all right.
Okay, good.
I did.
Who else got all right?
I did.
All right.
I
Anyone got?
would have gotten all right, but I end up doing the difference at 601 instead of
Oh.
607.
Oh, be careful. Be careful. Anyone got one wrong? Anyone got one wrong? One wrong. Okay, do we prefer understanding basic mathematical terminology over rounding?
Yes, sir, for me.
Yes, this is
No,
much.
sir.
Rounding
Yeah. No, sir.
Both, kind of both, Mr. Petit, kind of both.
Both. Okay.
Rounding, I didn't have to do this much writing.
I rather rounding.
You're out of rounding? Even significant figures?
Yeah.
I would rather rounding.
As long as I don't have to write.
Can't be lazy and do
Rounding at significant finger.
Mr. Petit, you could ask me to write the you could ask me what is pi equal to, and I'd say I rather it more than that.
Okay. Okay, so we understand that. I want to do another question. This question says, I like this one. This one says, so let's call this example number 3. So this one says calculate or calculate the remainder. Calculate the remainder when the sum of 486 and 985 is divided by 83. Calculate the remainder when the sum of 486 and 985 is divided by 83. All right, so what's the first thing we're gonna do?
Find the difference.
No.
I think we should
We're gonna
add
We're gonna
the
add the
486 plus
sum.
985.
Okay, and then after that, do what?
Divide the answer by 83.
Divided by
Divide
83.
answer by 83. Okay. So no subtraction in this?
No, sir.
Why? Why is there no subtraction in this, do you think?
Because it say calculate the
doesn't
remainder
say
It
when
doesn't say difference.
It
It
doesn't.
says sum.
There we
the
go.
95. Sum is adding, not
Exactly.
subtracting.
Exactly. Good. Go ahead and do this for me, please. Ajani, did you send in your work from class today? Pardon? Ajani, did you send in your work? Where's Ajani?
No, sir.
You have to send in your work, okay? Take a picture of your work and send it to me, Ajani. You understand me?
Yes.
Malaya Delavo, did you send in your work already?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Lindia Moss, did you send in your work?
Yes, I did already.
Okay. Liliana, did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go ahead and answer this. So we have to find the remainder when the sum. So let's go ahead and do this. This is going to be the sum. The sum is 486 plus what?
985.
985. What you'll get when you'll add them?
1,471.
1,471.
Yes, sir.
So let's add these stuff. So 486 plus 985 add these two together. 6 plus 5 is what?
11.
Put the 1 down, put the 1 up. 8 plus 8 is?
16.
Plus 1.
17.
17. So 6 plus 5 is 11. Put the 1 down, put the 1 up. 6 plus 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17. Put the 7 down, put the 1 up. 9 plus 1 is 10.
10
Plus
and
13.
14.
14. Very good. So we get 1,471. Y'all got that right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. So 1,471. Good. Then we have
Divide.
divide, right? So we have to divide. We have to divide. So we have to divide have to divide 1471 by what?
83.
By 83. Okay, so let's go ahead and divide them too. And we have
17.7228915. A lot of numbers.
a lot of numbers.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and divide it. So we say 83 into 83 into 1, 4, 7, 1. So 83 into 1471, right? And we say, how many times does 83 go into, but 83 can't go into 1, 83 can't go into 14. How many times did 83 go into 147?
Once.
Once. Because if you try to do it twice, it'll be too much. So once. 83 times 1 is going to be what? 83 minus. So we have 7 minus 3, which is what?
4.
4. 4 minus 8, we can't do that. That's going to be 0 up top. 14 minus 8 is what?
6.
14 minus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6. We bring down the what?
1.
Bring down the 1. How many times does 83 go into 641?
7 times.
Yeah, 7 times. So 83 times 7. We could do it 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and all that. But we know it's 7. 7 times 3 is what?
21.
21. Put the 1 down, put the 2 up. 8 times 7 is what? 8 times 7 is?
56.
56. Very good.
56.
Yes, and 56 plus 2
is 58.
58. 5, 8. So 5, 8, 1. Minus 1 minus 1 is?
You didn't put your 7 on top.
I didn't put my 7 on top. Oh, yeah, 7. Okay, so this becomes what? 5 and 14. How many times does 14? Well, 14 minus 8 is what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's going to be what? 6. So this is going to be, when we divide it, we get what? 17. Let me make this very clear. We get, the remainder is what? The remainder is what? No. 60. Yeah, 60 is the remainder. So the answer here is going to be what? When we divide it, is what? 17. Remainder what?
60.
60. So the remainder here is what? 60. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yes, sir. The answer what you get from a calculator, you just run it down to get the remainder 60.
Yes, sir.
No, you just don't. They want specifically the remainder. So all our points that they give you at the end, like you have to do it by hand. So all the points that they give you at the end, you don't need all that. You just need the remainder.
Yes, sir.
Right? So basically, if you do 60 over 83, right? If you do 60 over 83, you will see that that's all the decimal points at the end that they give you in the calculator. Okay.
Why is it R60 though?
R stands for remainder. So 17 remainder 60. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do y'all understand this, or I need to do another one?
Do another one.
When it was easier than the last one.
Do another one. Okay. So 17 remainder 60. This one right here is the remainder. Now in normal division, we would continue. We would continue, right? But they don't want us to continue here. They just want us to stop once we get the remainder, right? So normally I would continue and I wouldn't have no remainder, but they want us specifically to find the remainder, and the remainder is 60. Okay, so that's gonna be the answer. All right, do y'all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No? Okay, good. Kushana Store, did you send your notes yet?
No, sir.
Okay, you understand this so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Chloe, do you understand this? Chloe Oliver, do you understand this? Where's Chloe? I can't hear from Chloe.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this, Chloe?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Chrysia, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Kevin A. Seymour, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Cameron, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Someone is saying something. Someone mic went on. You were saying something. Oh no. Okay, let's do one more example. I think we good for one more example with this. All right. All right. So, example number 4. This is this is not difficult. This is not difficult. Math is easy. Don't make it hard. Especially this. This is just arithmetic. So it shouldn't be difficult. Example number 4. All right, calculate the remainder when the sum of, no, we're not gonna use 486. We're gonna say the sum of
I wish I'd copy and paste in real life.
41 and 8, let's say 864. So 581 plus 864 is divided by 71. No, not 71. Let's do 72. No, not 72. Let's do 74. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, good. Calculate the remainder when the sum of 581 and 864 is divided by 74. So, DR, what are we gonna do for this?
First, you're going to...
No, DR. DR, what are we gonna do for this? Where's DR? Yes, DR. Oh, my mic is not working. I don't know why. Jeremiah Rule, are you there? Jeremiah Rule, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What are we gonna do for this?
What the divided?
Not divide. Read the question for me, please.
Pardon me?
Read the question, please.
Calculate the remainder when the sum of 581 and 864 is divided by 74.
Good. So the first thing we have to, when they say sum, what does sum mean?
Like the remainder of it?
No, sum. What does sum mean? Sum. Is that add? Is that add, subtract, divide? What does sum mean?
Or divide.
No. Class, can you help him? What does sum mean?
Add.
Right.
Add.
Add. So let's try that again. Jeremiah, what does sum mean?
Add.
Add. So we have to add 581 with what?
864.
864, very good. So we have 581 plus what? 864, and that gives you what? And you'll add them.
1,445.
Okay. Did anyone else get that?
Yes, sir.
So let's show the working. Please show working. Show working. So we have
Yes, sir.
581. Math is all about showing working. You get have the right answer, but if you don't show working, you're not gonna get it right. So make sure on all of your exams, whatever exam you do, you show working, please. 864. Otherwise, we're gonna think that you're copying. So 581 plus 864. 4 plus 1 is what?
5.
5. Very good. 8 plus 6 is what?
14.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, 14. Put the 4 down. Put the 1 above. 8 plus 1 is? 8 plus 1 is? 9. 9, yeah, 9. 9 plus 5. 9 plus 5 is?
14.
14.
14. It's gonna be 1, 4. Okay. So we have 1,445. Okay. $1,445. Good. That's the sum. That's the sum. Now what we have to do now? They say the sum is what? Divided by what?
74.
So we have to divide, right?
Yes.
So let's divide. So we have to divide 1,445 by what? 74. And so let's go ahead and divide them. So we say sometimes a 74 go into 1, 4, 4, 5. All right, so 74 goes into 144. How many times?
1 time.
1. 74 times 1 is going to be 74. We subtract. 4 minus 4 is?
0.
0. 4 minus 7, you can't do that. It's going to be 0 here. This is going to be what? 14 minus 7. 14 minus 7 is what?
7.
7. We bring down the
5.
and on the 5. How many times does 74 go into 705?
9 times.
9 times. So 74 times 9, let's do that. 74
666.
times 9. 9 times 4 is what? Put the 6 down, put the 3 above. 9 times 7 is what?
63.
9 times 7 is 63, 64,
63 and 3
65,
makes 66.
good, 60. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Oh, wow, we got the 666. I did not plan this. Oh, wow, oh, wow. 74 times what? 9? Yeah, okay. Let's give us, this always has happened every year. Like some problem we do, there's a problem that we do, and we just get the 666. All right, 5 minus 6, we can't do that. We have to borrow. There's gonna be what? 6, 10. This becomes what?
9, and then the 5 becomes 15.
Yeah, 15. 15 minus 6 is
9.
9. 9 minus 6 is
3.
3. So what's the remainder?
39.
So the remainder is 39. So we have 19, remainder what? 39.
39.
So we say officially the remainder is what? 39.
39.
Good. Did anyone else get that? 39 as the remainder?
Yes, I did.
Good. Good. Is this clear for y'all? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pretty clear. Okay. I can hear from Dior. Can you type inside the chat, please? I want to know if you understand this, Dior. Type inside the chat. Let me know if you understand this. Ricardo, do you understand this? Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and please take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need you all to send in your work. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Drusilla, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Justin Shepard, do you understand this? Justin Shepard, do you understand this? Can I hear from Justin? Justin Shepard, can you hear me? Can I hear from Justin? Joel Cooper, what number you on? I mean, not what number you on. Do you understand this, Joel? Joel Cooper, do you understand this? Can I hear from Joel? Jermaine Moxley, do you understand this? Jermaine Moxley,
Yes, sir.
you already send in your work?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you understand this, what we just did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jermaine, I don't see your notes.
It's still loading.
They can't be still loading because I don't even see you sending the notes. What's your number is?
824-8751.
824
8751.
8751.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you don't send in any notes.
Yes, sir. This delete after a while.
No. I don't see your notes here. You need to send in the notes, Jermaine. I don't see not a single notes in there. So you need to send them.
Yes, sir.
But there's delete. Send in your notes, please. Jemo Hamilton, do you understand this, Jemo?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a great exercise on this. Jeff Nick Murphy, you understand this? Jeff Nick Murphy. Jeff Nick Murphy, do you understand this? How about you, Jasmine?
Yes, sir.
Good. Jasmine Rule, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your work?
No, sir. I will send all my work at the end of class because it make more sense.
Can you follow instructions and send the work, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. Caleb, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so let's move on from this. I'm going to do great exercise. Great exercise. This has to be what? This is grade exercise number 1. Okay, so we grade exercise number 2. Number 1. All right, let me calculate the remainder when the sum of 572 and 38 is divided by is divided by 83. Yeah, divided by 83. Calculate the remainder when the sum of 602 is divided by and 739 is divided by 71. And finally, calculate the remainder when the sum of 725 is divided by 486 divided by 81. 725 plus 486 divided by 81. Okay. Ajani, where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me?
Yes.
You need to take a picture of your work, Ajani, and send it to me. You understand me? Take a picture of your work, Ajani, and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Yes.
Akira, what number you on? Alora, what number you on?
I'm at number 1.
Number 1. Antoine, do you understand what you're doing? Antoine, do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir. My thing mess up, man. It don't want to let me open my mic. It's like freeze.
Okay. And Asia Moxie, where's Asia Moxie? Asia Moxie, are you there? What number you on? Have you sent in your work? Okay. And Amaya, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Caleb, what number you on? Caleb, what number you on? Caleb, what number are you on? Cleveland, what number you on?
1.
1, okay. Crispin Rogers, where's Crispin Rogers? Crispin Rogers?
Mr.
Crispin,
Petit,
yes.
you know this Kahoot?
Oh, yes, yes, I heard about that.
Mr. Petit,
Mm-hmm.
if you do Kahoot, I'll be to this class 15 minutes early.
And Destiny Taylor, what number you on?
I answering it.
Okay. Okay. Ethan and Elias, what number you on? Ethan, can you hear me? What number you on?
Oh, you mean me? Oh, I was on number 2.
Okay. And Fran McGee, what number you on?
Number 1.
Number 1, okay. Empress, what number you on?
You hear me?
Say it again.
On number 2.
Number 2, okay. Harmony, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. All right, is there anyone who's finished? Is there anyone who's finished? Let me know, please. If you're done, let me know, please. No one finished? No, it's no one who's finished. I think Ethan said he's finished. Is anyone who's on?
And I was on number 2.
He's on number 2. Okay. Isaiah, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Jaden Branchado, what number you on as well?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Chapter Nick Murphy, what number you on?
I on number 2.
Number 2, okay. Amaya, are you done?
I'm
Amaya.
completed, Mr. Petit.
Okay, good.
I'm on the last one right now.
Okay. Jasmine Rose, what number you on?
I on number 2 because I had to send the notes to you.
Okay. And Cameron, you finish?
I had to start over.
What number you on?
Number 2.
So,
I'm finished.
you finish? Okay.
I'm done, Mr. Petit.
Okay. Who else is finished?
And the last one.
I'm on the last one.
Last one, okay.
Last one.
Okay, good. All right. All right, let's go ahead and answer these questions. What y'all have for the first one? By the way, is there anyone who's finished?
Yeah, so I done.
Okay.
Finally.
All right. Let's go ahead and answer them. Okay, so for this one, we first have to find the sum. What's the sum? Sum gonna be what?
572 plus 858 equals
Very good. What do you have for that?
1,430.
So 572 plus 858. It's gonna give what? 1,430, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's the sum. Then we have the difference, or we just have the divide. What are we gonna divide?
We're gonna divide 1430 divided by 83.
Very good. 1430 divided by 83. And what's your remainder? 1430 divided by 83. What y'all got for that one?
To me, I got 17.89.
17.89? You mean remainder 89?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's that speaking?
Ethan.
Nice, all right. Anyone else?
I get 19.
Got 19?
Yes, sir.
19?
I got 19 too. I know.
Yeah, 19 is right.
Oh yeah.
So it's 1430 divided by 83. It's gonna be 17, remainder 19. So the remainder here is gonna be what? 19. Did anyone get that for their answer? Let me know if y'all got that.
I did.
Who else got that? Let me know if you got that. Who else got that? Let me know, please, if you got it.
I did.
Okay. The rest of y'all, because it's not only 3 persons in there. Did y'all get it?
I saw.
Okay, that's only 1 person there. Who else got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. Okay, what do we get for number 2? Number 2. We'll talk about number 2. I don't
After
understand.
Mr. Petit, my
63.
laptop did come out the meeting for some
Yeah,
reason. So
63.
I had to join back.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Mine as well.
Yeah, everybody. It just came out. That's why I had to unmute a lot of people. I was like, what happened? All right, what y'all got 19 for number 1, right?
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Good. What you got for number 2? Yeah,
63.
but we had
63.
let's do the sum first. The sum is gonna be what? 602
602 plus 739.
Yes, 739.
That will
70.
be equal to 1,341.
602 plus 486. That equals to what? 1,088, right?
That equal to 1,341.
Oh, yeah, that's true. 739, 1,300.
341.
That's correct. Then we have to do what?
Divide.
Divide. When we divide, we have to divide 1341 by what? 1341 divided by what?
By 71.
Divided by divided by what?
71.
Divided by 71. So 1341 divided by 71. That's gonna give us what? What do I get when y'all divide it?
18. Remainder 63.
18. I got 18. What y'all got as a remainder?
63.
63.
63?
Yes, sir.
1341 divided by 18. Divided by 71. So you got 18. You got 18 as a remainder?
The remainder is 63.
Oh, 63.
63?
Yes, sir. 18, remainder 63.
Yeah, that's correct. And so the remainder here is going to be 63. Anyone else got that? Let me know, please, if you got
Yes, sir.
only 2%. Well, what else? The rest of y'all, did y'all get that as well?
Right
Yes,
here.
I got that.
I got it as well.
I got that.
Good. Good. Let's move on to the next one. After the next, the sum is
725 plus 486
725 plus 486
equals 1,211.
equals to 1,211.
Then you divide.
We divide 1,211 by what?
By 81.
And that's gonna give us what?
40, remainder 77.
Say it again.
Remainder 77.
Remainder 77.
14, remainder.
Remainder 77.
Yeah, 77 is the remainder. So it's going to be equal to remainder. Remainder 77. Good. So those are our answers. Did anyone get all right? Did anyone get all right?
Did.
I did.
Anyone?
Aye.
I did.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
You could do another example, please, because I come late.
No, we have to move on from this. I can't do another example. We just did 1,000 examples on this. You have to I'll have to send you the notes for this. All right, that's what I have to do. All right, okay, yo?
Yes, sir.
All right, so are we done with this class? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the last one.
Good. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your notes for this one and send it. Anyone got all right?
I did.
I did.
Aye.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Anyone
And I
got
already sent it to you, Mr. Petit.
very good, Miss Moss. How about anyone got one wrong? Anyone got one wrong? Anyone got one wrong?
That's
Ethan, you got one wrong. Which one?
the first one. The first one.
The first one. Anyone else got one wrong?
I got numbers, the divide part.
Divide by which one? Which number?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. Okay. Anyone else got one wrong? Okay. All right. Perfect. So let's move on from this.
Mr. Petit, last week Thursday I had asked you to send the work that I missed in math.
I
Okay.
asked you the same thing and I didn't get math. I
Oh.
got the science, the religious and the social study, but I didn't get math.
Oh yes, I will send that tonight. I'll send it tonight. Sashnik and Miss Moss. All right. Morris.
Not me.
Morris, yes. Okay, so I want us to do some unseen questions, which means that when I say unseen, that means that you all haven't seen them before. At least I haven't taught y'all it. But this is gonna be an exam, right? So some questions I haven't shown you before. It's on the same topic, but I just haven't like given you it yet. I want to see how you do with it. All right, in like 10 minutes that we have left. So these are unseen questions. You haven't seen them before. I haven't given them to you before, but you're gonna try and do it. So I think I'm probably gonna give you all 2. Yeah, let me give you 2 of them.
Are we writing it down?
Yes, you're writing it down. Writing it down and doing it in your book. This one, find a difference. You'll see that one, and then one more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these two. These two unseen questions. You're in the exam, you never seen this one before, but it's similar to what we have done so far. So how are we gonna do this? By the way, this is actually past paper questions. This number one, this number two. This one says, find the difference between the sum of 938, 841, and the product of 27 and 65. And the second one says, find the difference between the sum of 378 and 401 and the product of 43 and 17. Remember, difference mean subtract. Sum means to add, product means to multiply, quotient means divide. All right. So try these two. It's going to be our last two, and then we're going to move on to English language for the day. Sasha, Nick, which number you want? On the first.
Number one.
On the first
Second
one?
part. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Good. Remember, the question says, find the difference. Class, what do you mean by difference?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Between the sum. Sum means the what?
Addition.
Add, right? 938 and 841, and the product of 27 and 35. And secondly, the next one, to find the difference between the sum of 378 and 401 and the product of 43 and 17. Justin Shepard, are you there? Where's Justin Shepard?
Yes, sir.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you send in your notes yet?
No, sir.
You have to send your notes, Justin.
Are we writing this?
You're writing it down. You are writing this down. Writing this down and doing it in your book. Jaden, branch it off. What number you on?
Number one.
Number one. Okay. Jaden, what number you on? Jaden, what number you on? Jaden, branch it off. What number you on? Joel Cooper, what number you on? That's Joel.
Good day, I'm a number two.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once you answer them in your book, we could do them in the. You could put your answers inside the chat. Harmony, what number you on for this one?
I'm on number one.
Number one. Remember, difference means to subtract. Sum means product. No, sorry. Sum means addition, and product means multiplication. Okay. Sashanik, you already got your answer?
I placed it in the chat.
Okay. For those of you who also got your answer, you can put it inside the chat for me as well. All right. What y'all have for number one? I think we should do number one now.
24.
424.
What y'all got for number one?
424.
424. What else?
24.
24. Who else finished for number one?
Me.
I am.
What you got? What you got for number one?
For number one, I got like which one? All of them or what?
Number that's the final answer.
24.
24. Number two, what y'all got?
48.
48.
Yes, bro.
All right. You wanna lock
For
that?
number one, I got 4.
Number one, you got 4. Okay. Who's that speaking?
Lundia Moss.
Okay. So she get 4. Some people got 24. Any other answers for number one?
I got 23.
23.
424.
424. Someone got 23. Someone got 97.
I read that wrong. My answer wrong.
You think your answer's wrong?
Yes, sir.
Don't go follow in the crowd now. The crowd could be
No,
wrong.
I read it over.
Don't follow the crowd. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, so mine was wrong too. Well, I got a.
Yours is wrong as well.
So it's 24. I get 24.
You got 24.
So
You don't believe in yourself, Xavier?
no, I believe in myself. I made the correction. That's why.
Liliana, you got 777 for the first answer. What you got? Liliana. Okay, let's do number one. Would y'all say y'all
Yes,
answers?
sir.
Would y'all let's say y'all answers for number one again? Let me hear this.
424.
424. 424. What else? For number one. 4. And what else?
24.
24. Okay. So it says find the difference. Find the what? Difference between the sum of 938 and 841 and the product of 27 and 65. So the first thing we have to do is we have to find the what? The sum. So the sum means we have to do what? Add 938. 938 plus what? Plus
841.
841. Very good.
Which give you 1,779.
Yeah.
So we get 938 plus 841. That gives you what? 1,000.
1,779.
779. Then you have, that's the sum. Then you have the product.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Okay, so the product is going to be what?
1,355.
The product is going to be what?
Product is 27.
27 multiplied by
65.
multiplied by 65. And 27 multiplied by 65 is what?
1,775.
1,000.
700.
775.
700
I
and
get
75. No,
I
what?
get 55.
55. 55.
Yes.
And then so now we have to find the difference between them.
Was that supposed to be put in the answers?
Say it again.
Was that supposed to be put in the answer?
Which one?
For number one, you said the sum and the product and the difference. I
Yeah.
didn't put.
You mean the actual words?
Yes, sir.
It'll be good if you have that just to keep you on track. And when we have 1,000.
Oh yeah, I did do that. I just was asking because I was quite confused for a second.
Okay. So now when we find a difference, it's gonna be what? 1,000.
779. Take away
779 minus
1,000.
what? Minus
1,000.
1,000.
755
Very good.
will give you 24.
And when you subtract those two, you get what?
24.
So 1,755. I mean 779, right? Minus what? 1,755. That gives you what?
24.
24. And it's gonna be what? 24 here.
I got that.
Anyone else got 24? Let me know if you got 24.
I did. Yes, sir.
I got it.
After correcting.
After correcting.
I correct mine as well, Mr. Petit.
All right, perfect. Now the next one, what you got for this number 2? What you got for number 2?
100.
The sum is
I got 48.
Final answer for number 2.
48.
48?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's do that. So we're gonna have the sum is what?
378 plus 401.
378 plus 401.
Gives you 779.
So 378 plus 401 gives us what?
779.
779. That's absolutely correct. The product is gonna be what?
43 times 17.
43. 43 multiplied by 17. Yeah.
Give you
Equals to
731.
43 multiplied by 17 give us 731. Good. Then we have to find the difference. The difference is going to be what?
48.
7, 9 minus what?
731.
731. It's going to be equal to
48.
779 minus 731. It's going to be equal to what?
48.
48. Good. So the answers are 48 and 24. Anyone got those two?
I did.
I did.
Excellent. If you got those two, that means that you understand this topic. You're
Number
able
one,
to
I messed up one bit.
say it again.
And number one, I didn't get the 7. I got something else other than 7. So that's how I get my answer.
That's why you got okay. All right, that's good. Now let's move on to, I think it's time for English now, right? So let's do English
Yes,
language.
Good night, Mr. Petit. I can't stay for English language.
No problem.
Yeah, good night.
All right, so we have, this is the 9th of December, 2024. The subject is, of course, English language. So last time we were in English language, was that the time that we did an essay?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I can't stay for English language because I have to study, but could you send me the work?
Who's it speaking?
Tanaya.
Tanaya? Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
All right.
The last thing in English we did was identifying unsupported generalization.
Ah, that was fun. That was fun. So we talked about it's fine to have generalizations, but it has to be supported. Okay, so I remember that. All right, so today we're gonna move off of that and go on to something different. Please ensure that all of my math questions are already sent. So make sure you're already sending all the math. So before we continue with this, all right, make sure I do that.
Excuse me, Mr. Pete.
Yes.
I get to go?
Tanaya?
Pardon?
That's Tanaya?
This Empress. Sorry.
Empress. Oh yes, I remember them. Yeah, that's true. All right, so today we're going to be talking about using.
Okay, good night. I'm gonna send you all the notes right now because I was still writing because I came late.
No problem. So we're going to be talking about using slang and colloquialisms.
Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
I can have you do one language right now because I have language exam tomorrow.
You have language exam tomorrow? Oh wow.
Yes.
That's good. All right, so using slang and colloquialisms. So you want to avoid them as much as possible. In the exam, we accept standard English. The only time colloquialism or slang can be used is if you're in a dialogue and you have them in quotation marks. So examiners, write this down for me, please. Examiners advise candidates to be very careful, when using slang or colloquial expression. When we say colloquial expression, what do you think that means?
Abbreviation?
Street words.
Street words, okay. All right.
Abbreviations?
Not abbreviations.
Really abbreviations.
Dialect, yes, dialect. Like colloquialism, that's the language we use when we talk among each other. That's the language we use, right? When you're talking with your friends, when you're at home, you use slang, dialect, colloquialism. You don't put that in your exam, right? You don't put that on your work. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
In grade 3, I remember I had to fill up my essay with abbreviations.
Oh my. These dialect words should not be used because your writing should be in what? Standard
English.
Standard English.
Standard English. If they are used, they are permitted in a dialogue where quotation marks are used. So let's say, for example, you write a narrative essay, and a narrative essay tells a what? It tells a
Someone said.
no, a narrative essay. So you have narrative essay,
That's a
descriptive
story.
essay, and expository essay, and persuasive essay. So a narrative essay tells a story. It tells a story. So if you are, telling a story about, two Bahamians who live in Freeport or whatever, and you want to talk about the conversation they had between one another, you could use dialect, but it has to be in quotation marks, all right? But if you're writing like a normal essay, you don't need that in there unless you're using it for some sort of a fact, but it has to be used in quotation marks, and it should be used sparingly if you use it, all right? All right, so avoid phrases, avoid phrases like what?
Finna. Wanna.
Wog.
Gonna. Y'all.
Yes, yes.
Boy.
Boy.
Make sure you put finna
Ein. Eyes.
Eyes.
Glide.
Use.
Angst.
I-E.
Lie.
Finna go.
Say it again.
But boy.
Die. Finna.
Boy.
Go.
Die.
Say it again.
Finna. They
Finna?
know.
Die.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what's
Yeah.
finna.
Something they
I
use.
put a punch in your head, but that's what you mean.
Finna?
Die like you about to do
Finna, as in like, I finna go do something real quick.
Die.
Oh, I finna go do. Oh, I finna. Oh, finna. Oh, finna.
Wagwan.
Yeah, wagwan or
Boy.
it was a vibe. Or
Good.
off the chains.
What about real vibe?
Real vibe, all that.
TheBomb.com.
Boy.
Right, all that.
OMG.
So you want to avoid those expressions, right? Also take note. Also, I said take care not to use. You see, even when I put them in on the PowerPoint, you see all these red. It's like we don't understand what you're talking about.
It has the right to say that.
I ain't got lie. I wonder why that's not in red. Also take care not to use colloquial expressions. Which are perfectly acceptable in casual conversation. So in casual conversation, colloquial expressions are perfectly acceptable. In casual, let's say casual settings. In oral communication. That means with your mouth. Oral communication. But should not be used in an examination when you are trying to impress an examiner with your excellent English. All right. Micaiah, can you read the first paragraph for me, please? Go ahead. Go ahead, Micaiah.
Examiners advise candidates to be very careful when using slang or colloquial expressions. These dialect words should not be used because your writing should be in standard English. If they are used, they are permitted in a dialogue where quotation marks are used. So avoid phrases like boy, eyes, I ain't gonna lie, you know, it was a vibe, or off the chains.
Continue.
Also, take care not to use colloquial expressions which are perfectly acceptable in casual settings in oral communication, but should not be used in an examination when you are trying to impress an examiner with their excellent English.
Very good. So certain things that we say that is incorrect, and you need to tell me why is this incorrect. All right. To avoid getting beaten, Johnny told mom a story. What do we usually use? We say, y'all understand what I mean? To avoid getting beaten, Johnny told mom a story.
Yes, sir. Trying to distract her.
He told her, no.
Beat him?
No.
He's supposed to be like that.
Oh, like a lie.
A lie, yeah. So don't use story for a lie. Next. You see the police. What's wrong with that?
He ain't supposed to be police. He's supposed to say the bond.
Let's say the.
All right, let's change the. What's still wrong with that?
If you see the
Change police to the bond.
No, Antoine.
If you see.
It's supposed to
No.
be do.
No.
In front of you, I assume.
No.
See,
we use this so much we don't even know the difference. You see the police?
Is that a question?
No. It is a question.
Saw.
You change, you see.
Did you see the police?
Oh, the question mark.
Okay. The question mark was also need to be correct. What else? Police should be.
Popo.
No.
Police officer?
Yes, it should be
Capital
what? No, police should be.
Officer.
The police officer or policeman?
Policeman.
Or policewoman?
Should be policeman or police officer. You can't just say the police. All right.
I don't even say police.
We know what you say, sir. Bam. What's wrong with that?
There's
Don't
no
use
exclamation mark.
Mr.
No.
Petit, you know, like use these them
Or
old people when they
it's two
telling
capital
stories.
letters. It's two capital
No.
letters.
Don't use bomb as a verb.
It's only onomatopoeia.
Wouldn't it be onomatopoeia, I think?
Only if you're using it as a automatopoeia. As an automatopoeia. Next. The security at the bank don't know what he is doing. The security at the bank don't know what he is doing. What's wrong with that?
The security officer at the bank
Thank
is
you.
not
The security
aware
officer
of
at the bank doesn't know what he is doing
Very good.
or what he is doing.
Does not know. So security, don't use security for security guard. It's supposed to be security guard or security officer. So we use that a lot. Boy, them security don't know what they doing.
Mr. Badis, be secure.
Yeah, secure.
They don't lie.
Secure. Next. Don't use, let me just make, go ahead.
I could spell it, but like how I spell it, right?
How you spell it?
Cause I spell it different from your way.
Use what? B-E-I?
I put B-U-I.
B what?
B-U-I.
B-U-I?
I
B-U-I.
put B-Y too.
Yeah, B-U-I. Yeah, that's another way to spell it. That's true. Don't use pants for a pair of pants. Don't use tennis for a pair of tennis shoes. And don't use and do not use their cells for their cells for themselves.
Themselves.
Yes.
It's wrong because
Yeah, you could clearly see it.
So
like-
we can't say I put on my tennis.
No. Put on your tennis shoes.
Huh? Oh
Mhm.
yeah, because tennis is a sport.
Mr. Petit, for the first one, so what Johnny did, he told his old lady a lie.
We did.
The point is old lady.
I got you. That's true. That's a good one.
Excuse me, Petit, I have a question, right?
Avoid asking questions. Also avoid why, because. Anyone has used that? Why, because.
No, sir.
No one has used that?
My mommy is using a lot.
I don't use cuz.
I think I'd be like, why? Cause you city. Like,
Why?
something like that.
Because. Which in. Avoid which in. Which in. We like to use that, boy. And try.
Ain't it supposed to be in which?
Thank you. Try my endeavor best.
I don't even know what endeavor means.
Try my endeavor best. You know people that say that. Why is that wrong?
Because I'm guessing endeavor means best already.
You know what endeavor means?
No, sir.
No. It's kind of like, y'all ever heard someone say a pleasant good morning?
Yes, sir.
What does
Yes,
pleasant
so
mean?
all pleasant means good.
Pleasant already means good.
And
So
then it's good morning too.
yeah, so I mean, unless you're trying to. So endeavor means already to attempt. Okay. So if you say try my endeavor best, you're saying it's like try best. You understand? It's like
Mr.
no.
What if you say it is my endeavor to do my best?
You could say that.
Hmm.
Yes. But not try my endeavor best. All right. All right. So write this down for me, please. I am going to put inside the chat a sentence, and you're going to tell me what's wrong with this, right? So it says, I bombed on the bedroom. I'm going to put it inside the chat. And for those who are still writing this, y'all could continue to write this. But I'm going to put this in the chat. I bombed on the bedroom door. Trying my endeavor best to waken my brother, Mark.
Should we just correct it?
Yes, corrected. Who was, I'm going to put inside right now, who was a heavy sleeper. Okay. Okay, correct that. I bombed on the bedroom door, trying my endeavor best to waken my brother Mark, who was a heavy sleeper. What's the problem with that? What is the problem with that? What is the problem with that? All right, so how would we correct that? I bombed on the bedroom door, trying my endeavor best to awaken my brother Mark, who was a heavy sleeper. How would we correct it? I want the correct sentence.
I bang on the bedroom door. I bang on the bedroom door to wake my brother who was a heavy sleeper.
I knocked on the
Oh, wait,
bedroom
wait,
door.
knocked on the bathroom
You
door.
put my endeavor
Crying.
best. It's just supposed to be best.
Okay, I knocked.
All my best.
Okay.
I knocked on
the
my brother's bedroom door.
Mm-hmm.
To wake my brother who was a heavy sleeper.
To wake my brother who's a heavy sleeper. Okay, so I knocked on the bedroom door, trying to very best to awaken my brother Mark, who's a heavy sleeper. That's better. Crimson. Crimson.
Yes, sir.
Lovely. I banged on the bedroom door, trying my best to awaken my brother Mark, who was a heavy sleeper. Very good. I banged, not bombed. I banged on the bedroom door, trying my best to awaken my brother Mark, who was a heavy sleeper. So y'all finished with this? Because I wanna make that correction.
Yes, sir.
Y'all finished with this? So let's correct it. Let us correct it. So, oh, y'all can't see that no more. Okay, let me duplicate.
Mr. Petit, could you read my sentence, please? You could look at it.
Miss Moss. Okay.
So,
all right, let me see. So I knocked on the bedroom door, trying to wake up my brother Mark, who sleeps hard. Very good. I knock on the bedroom door, trying my best to awaken my brother Mark, who's a heavy sleeper. Very good. Okay, so let me write that sentence again, and then we're gonna say slang, and then we're gonna put proper. So what I had I bombed I banged on my bedroom, my banged on the bedroom door, trying to my endeavor best to awaken my brother who's a heavy sleeper. This is slang. We don't want that. All right, so we can say proper. So proper way is I banged or I knocked. I banged on the bedroom door, endeavoring my best to awaken my brother Mark.
Do you write that down?
Yes, write this down. Who was a heavy sleeper. This is the proper way. Oh boy. I banged on the bedroom door, endeavoring my best to awaken my brother Mark, who was a heavy sleeper. I banged on the bedroom door, endeavoring my best to awaken my brother Mark, who was a heavy sleeper. All right, do we understand it? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What if I give y'all the next sentence? Y'all think y'all could do it right this time?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
No, because I know I talk back. So that's how I talk, I write.
We're gonna correct that, right? So, okay, so let's do another one. Let's do another sentence. Okay, let's do another sentence. I'm gonna put it inside the chat and then you're gonna correct it. Okay, so let's do that. So my brother or you could say Mark, right? Mark worked as a security for the bank.
Expertise. You pronounced that wrong.
for a bank. For a bank. For a bank. And the manager had just called to say that he had not reported to work. Mark worked as a security for a bank, and the manager had just called to say that he had not reported to work. Put the correct one inside the chat. Put the correct one inside the chat for me, please. Put the correct one inside the chat for me, please. Y'all didn't know how to correct that one? Hello?
I still trying to
I'm
write this
typing it
stuff on
now.
the left side of the screen.
Still trying to write. Okay, Mark,
I'm
work.
typing it now.
Typing it
I
now.
finish.
You finish? Did you correct? You didn't correct the thing inside the chat.
No, I mean in the notes.
Okay. Correct the note. Correct the work that's inside the chat. That's inside the chat. Mark, Crimson. Mark.
Oh, my bad, Mark.
You write the little. You literally wrote the same thing I wrote. Crimson.
Oh.
We didn't correct it. How are we gonna correct
I'm
this?
sorry.
Say it again.
How about mine?
Yours is perfect.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay. Ralph phone is also perfect. Joel Cooper, you just need to put a capital letter when you start. Oh boy, Sashnik have to be extra. Okay, very good, Ethan. Very good.
It was difficult for me to start from the top.
Very good, Ethan. Sashnik, Joel. Please correct that for me, please. And then the last one I want y'all to correct before we go is last job. Oh, what's the word that we have to correct for this one? The word that we had to correct was what? The word that needed to be correct was what?
Security.
Security, and we changed that to what?
Security guard or security officer.
Yeah, security guard or security officer. So we could say Mark work as a security guard. Mark work as a security guard at the bank, and the manager called to say that he has not reported to work. All right, that would have been a good correction.
You can check mine, please.
Oh boy.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, you can check mine too, please.
I can't. Antoine, far. Why you put far? It's supposed to be 4. 4. Mark work as a security guard 4. Very good, Chloe. All right, that's the corrected one. Last one is his last job had been as a police, but he had lost it. Correct that sentence for me, please. His last job had been as a police, but he had lost it. Write what you have on the screen in your notebook. The one that's in the chat, you don't have to write.
Oh, I was writing it as he was like dictating it in a way.
Only the thing that's on the screen you need to write. Please correct that last sentence. His last job had been as a police, but he had lost it. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp as well. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp as well.
I don't
Honestly, for the sentence you put there might be kind of hard.
I don't see anything else, Mr. Petit.
I don't see nothing in the last one. It's not in the chat.
Oh, that's why y'all are not answering. Okay, this is the correct one. And then I understand now.
He understands it now.
And then there we go. All right, his last job has been as a police, but he lost it. Correct that one for me, please. All right, let me see. All right, good. His previous job was a police officer, but he got fired for unfortunate reasons. His last job had been as a police officer, but he had lost it. His recent job had been as a police officer. No, you can't say recent. Recent, you could use a last or previous. His previous job title was a police officer, but he got fired. Yes. His last job has been as a police officer, but he lost it. His last job had been as a police officer, but he had lost it. Very good. Good.
Mr.
Petty, we don't know if he was fired.
Say it again.
We don't know if he was fired or he was made redundant or stuff like that.
He got fired. He got fired.
Okay. What about mine?
Like he running jobs.
You could use the word relieve or relieve of his duties.
Relieve of his duties, yes. Could say that. His last job as a police officer, but he got fired for not doing the right thing. What? No, Antoine. No, that's exactly what he's trying to avoid. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Remember, in your writing, avoid slang and colloquialisms. All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then you can go.
What's the proper one, Mr. Petit?
Oh,
I want to see the proper one so I can
okay,
remember.
okay. His
Good
last
night.
Good night. His last job. Let me put inside the chat. His last job. Has been as a policeman, a police officer. So instead of saying police, you say policeman or police officer. But he had lost it. All right, that's the correct way. His last job had been as a policeman, but he had lost it.
Mr.
Okay.
Petty, do you guys say cause instead of because as well?
Cause, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I was doing something.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. All right. Again, once you finish with your notes, then you can leave. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Mr. Petit, don't forget to send Thursday marks, please.
I won't.
And good night.
Good night.
Me too, Mr. Petit. Good night.
Miss, yes, I will. Miss,
All right, thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.